If you remember a while back, I reviewed Chosen Foods mayonnaise and talked about how much better it was than the competition. They saw that video and guess what they did? They sent me this giant box of goodies. It's got flavored mayonnaise, oil, some sprays that you can use for cooking, and all of this delicious, I'm sure, dressing right here. 7 different dressings. And I decided that I was going to review it all at the same time because I didn't want to make 7 whole different videos just for each dressing, and because I just happen to have a plate to color code with every product they have. Even when I received this in the mail, I didn't realize how many different flavors there were in the box. In fact, I saw this on the shelf in Whole Foods. It's still considered a new product, and they had 5 different flavors. And I was like, okay, well, 5 different flavors, I'll do a video of 5 different dressings. But as I was going through the box, I found that there were 7 different flavors, different dressing / marinades. What we've got here is Greek Goddess, Chipotle Ranch, Earth Goddess, Caesar, Ranch, Lemon Garlic, and Garden Goddess. Some of these flavors are flavors that we're all familiar with, like Caesar or Ranch. Some of them you may be less familiar with, but a lot of people are using the different type of goddess dressings, and some of them are possibly very unusual. We're going to get into each one of them. I'm curious about all of them, and I'm especially curious about the ranch because a lot of times this type of product doesn't make the ranch taste like traditional ranch. So we'll see what they've got. Again, I'm going to be opening every one of these, so we got to eat a lot of salad here at my house to make sure nothing goes bad because I don't want any of this to go to waste. Hard to believe, but I was actually able to color code each one of these. You can see I got a little bit of lettuce on each plate. My wife especially and I like Fiesta ware, so we use Fiesta ware, but we didn't get one color. We like to mix it up and celebrate diversity. I'm going to start with the Greek Goddess dressing and marinade, unsweetened of course. Olives, garlic, herbs, and pure avocado oil. Look at the ingredients here. Nothing too unusual. Tahini surprises me a little. Ground sumac, xanthium gum, nothing wrong with that. Distributed by Chosen Foods in San Diego, of course. Beautiful San Diego. Maybe the coolest city in America. Got 11 grams of fat, 1 carbohydrate per 2 tablespoon serving. Looks good to me. I'm gonna put some on this little spot of romaine lettuce I have. Just gonna keep it plain and simple so that I can really get the taste of the dressing. And I'm going to assess from that whether I think it would make a good marinade. Alrighty, I'm gonna cut this off. The little safety seal for my protection. You know, just pretty standard safety seal here. I'm gonna take the whole thing off. Not the whole thing. Looks like we need to shake it. Got the oil there at the top, so we'll give it a good shake. Yay! This is bothering me. I'm not crazy. Pop the top. Pour a little bit on the lettuce here. All right, let's give it a little taste and see what we think of the Greek Goddess dressing from Chosen Foods. It tastes like what you think it would taste like. If you're used to Greek dressing, this won't be a big surprise to you. I find it to be creamier than most Greek dressings. A lot of times when I have Greek dressing, it seems like it has a way higher oil ratio than this and is a little less creamy. This tastes less like a vinaigrette to me, but it is great classic Greek dressing flavors. Putting just a little bit more on. Get the camera angle on it so you can see how it looks. You can see there it's clinging pretty well. This salad is pretty dry, as your salad should be dry. But my experience with a lot of Greek dressing is it's very runny. When I'm eating a Greek salad, a lot of times I have to stir it constantly to get the dressing up on the leaves. That's a little more creamy, a little more clingy. This is the part where I use my fingers when you're not supposed to, but it's okay because I was raised by wolves. My wife pointed out something that I think is important. These are all dressings and marinades, and this has enough of an acidity to it. I can really taste that lemon juice and vinegar, and not only is it delicious, that's great for a marinade. This would be great for marinating chicken, I believe, especially a piece like the breast where there's not a ton of flavor and fat there. But any piece, I immediately think of chicken, but I think this would be great for marinating meat in. Through the rest of the video, so that I can keep it as quick and moving as possible, I won't show the opening of the bottle and blah, blah, blah. Let's get on the other flavors and see how they hold up. There's a look at the Chipotle Ranch. As you can see, it's clinging to the leaves nicely. Let's give this a taste. I don't really have a comparison in my mind for this flavor because I don't regularly eat Chipotle Ranch, so I'm not even sure what this is supposed to taste like, but I can just guess Chipotle and Ranch. I still don't know what I think of this. I'm gonna get a little bit more so I can get a good taste of it. This is not my favorite. I don't really like the blend of the flavors. It also makes me think that the ranch is gonna be similar to the other brand I tried, more like a ranch vinaigrette than a true ranch. That's what I'm getting, a lot of vinaigrette flavor. As you see here on the ingredients list, we've got pretty close to the top. Organic Dijon mustard, we got distilled white vinegar, organic vinegar, lemon juice, much longer ingredients list, which doesn't surprise me because that's a complicated flavor, especially to combine two different flavors, Chipotle and ranch. None of the ingredients are bad, as far as I know. We got 2 carbs, 9 grams of fat. Nothing wrong with that, but there is a lot of acid in this, which again is good for marinades, but it makes the dressing taste like a Chipotle vinaigrette to me. I'm not getting a lot of ranch flavor, and it's just not my favorite. It has plenty of Chipotle flavor though. I would say if you wanted a Chipotle marinade, you've got the Chipotle flavor here, and you've got the acid that's gonna help it penetrate the meat. And that would be good with just about any kind of meat, in my opinion. I like Chipotle flavor. The thing of it is it's pretty spicy. You know how a lot of times when something is hot, they kind of dumb it down and don't make it really hot? This isn't scorching hot or anything, but they weren't afraid to make it taste like Chipotle. So I would say more for a marinade. I'm definitely gonna give that a try. I don't love it on the salad. For some reason, I'm immediately thinking about mixing it in with some hamburger and cooking it. And as soon as I said that, my wife started nodding her head. This would be great with meat. It'd be great with meat. Almost better like a meat sauce or steak sauce than dressing to me. That's my opinion. I finally got it there at the end, guys. This is me a week later, and I'm telling you that dressing was great. Within an hour of shooting this video, the entire bottle was gone. I mixed it in with hamburger, cooked it, then I used it as a sauce on the hamburger, and I had salad with the burgers and used the dressing on the salad, so because it was a perfect match. And that's what we had for dinner that night, and the whole bottle was gone before it was over. We had too much of it. It was that good. It went from being not my favorite to probably my second or third favorite in the bunch. I will buy it again. So I just wanted to put in this amendment here to my original perception. Now we're going in for the Earth Goddess. Avocado oil, lemon juice. I'm used to this type of dressing being a vinaigrette, so lemon juice, apple cider vinegar makes complete sense. Great ingredients list, of course. Only one carb in this one. That's good for me. And there it is, Earth Goddess. Let's get in there for that toasted sesame. There you see it looks creamy and delicious, clinging to the leaves very well, nice and creamy. But these vinaigrettes, it's not always great at clinging at the leaf like that, so that's really good. All right, let's get in here and see what we think. Earth Goddess. That's delicious. It's a great healthy version of this. I immediately got that toasted sesame flavor. Tahini, of course, the third ingredient. If you love that tahini, toasted sesame flavor, it's just exactly what you would expect it to be. The only version of this I ever eat is a healthy version. I don't know. I'm sure the big companies are making this type of tahini-based dressing with tons of terrible ingredients, but I started liking this dressing when the only version you could get of it was one of the healthy versions that you might find in a health food store or Whole Foods or a place like that. So what I would say about it is I believe I would buy this version before I would buy the competition that I've had before. It's definitely on par with that. It's a great version of this dressing. If you like that tahini flavored dressing, you can't go wrong with this. To me, this is really good stuff. I definitely don't have to worry about any of this going bad in my refrigerator because the Greek goddess is awesome, the Earth Goddess is awesome, and the Chipotle is going to be used as a marinade. I eat salad almost every day anyway, and this stuff is great to me. This is my wife's favorite so far. I think I might like the Greek a little bit more, but that's a completely different dressing. Both of these are great dressings. They're great versions of those dressings. So this is just great because I love that tahini flavor. 1 carb per serving. It's awesome. Now it's time for the Caesar. This, again, I'm expecting this to be good, just to be honest with you. Avocado oil, lemon juice, Dijon Mustard. Nothing surprising me. Again, this one's got 1 carb. Getting that Caesar poured on there. Went a little bit heavy on my Caesar. All right, let's get in here. See what we think. What I tasted immediately, and I think is a little bit weird, is egg. Now, Caesar dressing traditionally would have raw egg in it, and it tastes delicious. But I didn't taste just any egg. It tastes a little bit like boiled eggs. Now, I like boiled eggs, but I don't necessarily want my Caesar dressing to taste like I dipped a boiled egg in regular Caesar dressing. Now, it's not that strong, but it's the first thing I tasted, and that makes it not the best for me. A lot of times I would put boiled egg in a salad, so it's not that I would have anything against this, but I would rather my Caesar dressing not have that pronounced of an egg taste. Everybody might not get that from it. The second thing I'm tasting, which is pretty high on the ingredients list, is Dijon Mustard. Again, that's not a weird ingredient, but it's a little strong in the mix, in my opinion. Let me try this again and see what I think. That's absolutely fine. I like it. I don't know really what else to say about it other than I probably wouldn't buy this one. This wouldn't be my pick for a Caesar dressing. I'm kind of surprised because this one doesn't do it for me. But everybody doesn't like everything. Opinions may vary, but what I'm telling you is definitely accurate with the noticeable flavor of egg and Dijon mustard being a little bit high in the flavor profile, I would say. Other than that, I'll definitely eat it. I'm definitely gonna make myself some Caesar salads with it, but probably wouldn't choose this one myself. This video done got to be long enough, so we're gonna make it a two-parter. That's the end of part one. Tune in for part two, coming soon to a KeithTube near you. Marinating thighs to grill or cook long time